Hi everybody, it's Ali. This is a continuation from my 23andMe DNA video. I did a DNA test with 23andMe a couple of months ago and I was shocked at the results. If you want to see that video first, you can take a look at the video right here. Now we're here to talk about my sister. This is my sister Tiffany. She did her test with Ancestry DNA. Now, because we live far away from each other, we haven't had the time to do a video together. So now that we're together in Trinidad, we're doing this video for you so that you can see the results. So as I explained in my last video, we're from Trinidad and our parents, our ancestries go back to Barbados and St. Vincent.
Okay, so my results are I am 88% African, 2% Asian, 9% European, and 1% West Asian.
So we're going to compare my results to her results, and let's start off with Africa. So for Africa, there's only a 2% difference between the both of us. She's 88%, I'm 90%. So I mean, we're right on track with our results. And I'm so happy about that, for the record, because it's two totally different companies. So I'm happy that our results are matching up. For European, I got 7.9%, which is roughly close to 8%.
And for Europe, I got 9%.
Which is a difference between 1%. For South Asian, which is more India region, I got a little bit over 0.5%, so it's 0.6%. And
I got less than 1%, so the same.
Matches up. And I received East Asian and Native American, which is 0.1%.
I did not have any Native American at all, and that is because when you have DNA, she's not going to get 100% of the DNA from our mother and our father, and I'm not going to get 100% of the DNA from our mother and our father. So sometimes there's going to be traces that is going to be in hers, but not in mine.
So, and then I received 0.7% unassigned, and while I received that,
I had none that is unassigned, which I'm very happy about. I had 1% Caucasus. So breaking it down, for the African part, 88%, I am 42% Ivory Coast, Ghana, 18% Nigeria, 13% Benin, Togo, and 8% Cameroon, Congo. Now trace regions, I am 3% Mali, 2% Africa, Southeastern Bantu, 1% South Central Hunter-Gatherers, and 1% Senegal. My Asian results, I am less than 1% Asia Central, I am less than 1% Asia South. For my European results, I am 3% Great Britain, 2% Scandinavia, 2% Ireland, less than 1% Finland, Northwest Russia, and less than 1% Europe East. For my West Asian results, I am 1% Caucasus.
So the difference between 23andMe and Ancestry DNA is that 23andMe, they give more regional results, while Ancestry DNA, they give results broken down by those countries. Now with 23andMe, I don't mind it being regional because those countries weren't formed during the times our ancestors were in those areas. It is nice to see it broken down by the countries now. Well, at that time, it was all one region. So 23andMe, I was okay with the results that I did receive. So we also took our raw DNA from 23andMe and Ancestry DNA, and we both placed them into JedMatch. So we got our results from JedMatch, and I'm going to share that with you now. So these are the results for the K8 African only oracle results, and if you look at both of them side by side, they're relatively close to each other. So I mean, from the 23andMe Ancestry DNA and from our JedMatch, it just shows how close our DNA is see each other, which makes sense because we have the same mother and father. So in JedMatch, we took our raw DNA from my 23andMe test and her Ancestry DNA test, and we compared our raw DNA together to see how much of our DNA we had in common. And if you take a look at this, you would see the blue bars shows what we have in common, matching segments within our DNA.
Because we know we're sisters and we have the same mother, same father, but to see it like this, like it's kind of like we're the same person or something, you know? It's so crazy.
So I'm going to scroll down so that you can see our results. You can see what DNA we have in common. And if you take a look at the blue lines, you will see that we have a whole lot of DNA in common.
Yeah, we knew we were sisters, but we did not know that we were like almost identical.
This is a lot of DNA that we have in common.
Look at that one. It's like it's just
almost
blue.
Exactly. You're right. This one right here, chromosome 21.
Oh my gosh.
The entire thing is identical. So basically we have 44 matching segments, and that is a total of 2,627.6 CMs that we have in common. And that just shows that we are full sisters, same mother, same father. We knew this before, but I mean, yeah.
To see it on paper, it's just like, wow. So one thing that's great about Ancestry.com, it tells you all these different types of information about the places where your ancestry comes from. So when I found out I was from Ivory Coast, Ghana, 42%, I was very intrigued to learn more about that region. So on Ancestry.com, everything is right there. They tell you all the history, going back from the history of the population to the landscaping, everything you want to know, was everything. It tells you instruments, it tells you everything you would want to know about that place. And it's a beautiful thing to know that not only do they tell you the places, but it also gives you information about the places as well. So one thing I love about Ancestry is it also tells you family members that you have in common. So when I first got my Ancestry DNA results, I saw people from all over, all different races that I was related to. And we were pretty closely related, and I was shocked. Like second cousins, third, fourth cousins. I was really shocked at how close the matches were. I have 19 pages worth of family members that I have to go through. So it's a beautiful thing to know that I've never met any of these people, but we are related. And that's one reason why you have to be nice to everyone that you come in contact with, because you never know who's actually your cousin.
And one thing that I definitely love about our experience is that I'm with 23andMe, she's with Ancestry. So my matches is also the same as her matches, and her matches is the same as mine. So I'm so glad that we use two different companies so that we can definitely see what matches we can get from each company.
So we enjoyed doing our test results so much that we have been pretty much bugging the rest of our family to get their results done. So you're going to see other videos with other family members coming soon.
Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you next time.
Bye-bye. So we was kind of betting, like, who do we think is blackest? We didn't even say where we are.
Okay, we can always add that in. We can add that in right
It's
now.
not over.
Yes, we can, of course.
Oh, like
That's the magic of video. When do I put in?
Why'd you ask me?
Oh.
Alright, okay, this what you gonna do, and now I'll take the you, what do you think? I tell you that. Okay.
What?
Interrupting my grind.
Ready?
Interrupting my grind. Hey!
Ready?
What are you still talking?
What line to say?
Say, this is
Or
my
this
sister.
one
This
in
is
the
my
garbage.
sister Tiffany.
Okay, so I just put that. What do you think about that one?
Yes,
Okay.
but I still ain't talk yet.
You're gonna talk now. Okay.